Hi friends, Holly Clear, social media strategist, trainer, consultant. I have a thought for you today. I want you to think about the frustrations you have with marketing your business. I want you to think about how that makes you feel. And I want you to process the thought of what it might look like in the perfect world for you. What does marketing look like? Why do you have these challenges? What has someone told you once, or the little mean girl on your shoulder has told you once or twice that is keeping you unaligned with patience for yourself, unaligned with your messaging, so much so that you get so frustrated you just don't want to do anything at all? Think about those things. Actually, on a daily basis, I spend my time engaging with people who are stuck in challenges. They are stuck with the fact that they don't know what to post, where to post, how to post it. They're stuck because someone's told them 1,000 things that they need to do to market themselves. And so it's just too overwhelming and they just don't do any of it. They're frustrated with themselves because they don't like how they look. And so they don't want to do live video. They don't like how they sound. They don't want to put themselves out there because they're scared of what people might say, what people might think, and how they might react to the content that's out there. I work with people every day who are stuck in these ruts, not doing any marketing whatsoever, and really frustrated and challenged with making the cash register ring because they're not able to step outside of themselves and break through some of these challenges. It's one thing for me to tell you to create a social media account and create this editorial calendar and create all these hashtags, and it's another thing for it to actually be implemented, right? It can be overwhelming. It can be challenging. And I just want to give you permission, in case you needed it today, I wanted to give you permission to not have to keep up with the Joneses. Don't feel like you have to create a presence in every single social media platform just because someone said to. Don't feel like you have to spend time on LinkedIn and Twitter and Instagram and Pinterest and YouTube just because other people are doing it, because someone else's middle is not your beginning or your ending point. All of us are at different places in our journey. So why would we compare ourselves to someone else's journey that's not even our own? They do something different. They do something it's so different in such a unique way that it's unique to them. So why would we compare ourselves to them or to others and stand in our own way? It's because at some point in time, someone told you something that you absorbed as an untrue fact or statement about yourself. And so I'm never going to tell you to create all these social media channels. I'm never going to tell you to make your social media experience this cookie cutter box thing that I'm going to tell you to do. I'm going to give you suggestions based off of who you are, how you operate, and the challenges that you are dealing with, the fears that you have. I don't want you to feel like I'm taking you completely out of your comfort zone and putting you in this other uncomfortable place, and now you're just right back where you started. You're overwhelmed, not doing anything at all. So I want you to have permission to make social media your own experience. It's important to get training and coaching, but it's so invaluable to get training and coaching from all these coaches, people who talk into your noise. All it's doing is causing confusion, frustrations, and challenges. Stick with one strategy, walk it through, implement it out, see where it takes you in 6 months. Then maybe try on something new, adjust from there. It can be a fun, living, breathing experience, this relationship we're having on social media. I don't know who's watching live right now, but I know there's a handful of you because I see the numbers changing. And with that, I love that you're on here. I love that you're sharing. And this is a living, breathing relationship because we're having conversation together and we know, like, and trust each other already. So I want you to think about that. The next time you sit down to go and create your content or come up with a post or hashtags to use, I want you to think about having that conversation with the person knees to you. What do you think they would want to see from you in that post, in that moment, sitting across from you, having a conversation with you? Maybe that's the thing that you should be posting online. Maybe instead of selling your widget or selling your workshop or selling your class, Maybe it's having a conversation. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to have conversation on your business page, because your engagement is what matters. Because you remember that guy and the girl story? I'll tell you it again. So there's this guy and this girl, and he sees her from across the room, and he's like, oh, she's fine. I want to go get her digits. So he walks over and he's like, hey, can I get your digits? And she's like, sure, whatever. She's doing her own thing, blah, blah, blah. He starts to engage with her a little bit. He's kind of watching what she's posting, watching what she's sharing out there. Do they have similar interests? And from time to time, he engages a little bit and, will comment on a thing or two, see if she responds back. And eventually, they've built such a good bond and relationship through their page, if you will, that now he's officially sharing her with all of his friends and family. It is Facebook official, my friends. He's endorsed her. And that is the kind of relationship life cycle we want to have with you and your audience. We want people to be able to share your posts and endorse you, the same credibility you have for someone else, because it is all about that relationship. Does that make sense? So instead of saying, stop having fears of putting yourself out there, stop having fears of doing live video, I'm going to say, okay, so let's embrace those things and let's work through them, because we don't need the mean girl over here talking to you anymore. Let's break through some of that and put together a strategy and a roadmap that makes sense for you, how you operate, how you learn, how you implement, and the voice that you want to have out there. Stop listening to everybody telling you all these different ways to do these shiny things. They're not working, they're overwhelming, they're frustrating you, and it should be fun. So if you want to chat, hit me up. Happy to have a conversation. Friends, I want you to be successful in all things that you're doing. So let's be awesome in social media. And if we're not having fun, we're doing it wrong. So let's start over, break through some fears, and make this an awesome experience for you. Comment below if you've got any questions, or send me a private message. Cheers to your success, my friends. We'll talk to you soon.